Hi everyone, welcome to StudyIQ YouTube platforms. My name is Sipsangrajar with you. Today in this sessions, the live session of the YouTube channels in the StudyIQ platform, which is dedicated for the OCS and the UPSC examinations. I will discuss a lecture. Today's lecture will be on the solar system. The lecture will be on the solar system, and though it's written like the interior of Earth, but it would not be sufficient. But majority of the times we will devote for the discussing of the solar systems in detail and depth, right? So we will discuss in detail and depth of the solar system. Right. Okay. So once again, so we will discuss about the solar system. Right, see. So this is the figure, you can see the solar system, one of the figure. The number of figure, I will definitely go through the number of figures of the solar systems. What exactly some of the important areas of the solar system, where this UPSC and the OPSC is frequently asking the questions from those area. I will go around all this stuff, right? Okay, what is your heliosphere, heliopause, all these things we will discuss around. Okay, this Kuiper belt, and these are all things we will discuss around. The fast things we will come to. Again, we will also discuss the sun. Now fast things we will discuss, that is the solar system. In the solar system, when it comes to the solar system, right, the fast thing of the solar system is to know about that the universe, that the what universe. See, everything that we are seeing today in the today's life, that all started in 13.9 billion years ago. That all started a small, I would say, thing that blasted off. That is called as the Big Bang. That Big Bang took place in 13.9 billion years ago, right? Almost you may say 14 billion years ago. From the Big Bang, everything started, right? Today we are seeing solar system, we are seeing black hole, we are seeing satellites, we are seeing dwarf planet, we are having solar system, you are having Andromeda, everything you are, hope everybody has gone through a little bit, right? Good evening to once again, good evening all, right? So these things we will go through. Okay, now anybody is having also the right any kind of doubt in between the live session, you can also reach out to me. I will definitely share, and whatever the right doubt, that will be definitely I will try to clear here in the live session as well. Okay, now first of all, what is solar system? देखो, बिफोर द सोलर सिस्टम हमें क्या देखना पड़ेगा कि भाई यूनिवर्स है क्या, टाइम स्पेस मैटर, टाइम स्पेस एंड मैटर, everything started in 13.9 billion years ago because of the Big Bang. जो Big Bang था ना, that the massive blast occurs in the space, a tiny matter that exploded and started, the space was started with the gas. Subsequently, those gases, they condense to form the subatomic particles. Then the what matters forms, then atomic particles, subatomic, atomic, dhire gradually that started to form the matters in the space. Then there is a formation of rock, all these things develop in the universe. And our solar system, the word solar system here it is written, is only what 4.6 billion years ago. That means before that, prior to that, that massive explosion took place in the space, and from where the time started, space started, matter formed, everything developed there, that Big Bang, right? So that is why we need to talk about the Big Bang, but I will not focus on that, but I will try to focus on this. Now comes to the universe. What is universe? anything you are looking into the space, we are also the part of universe. We are also the part of universe. So universe is made of so many of galaxies. Universe is so vast that nobody knows, even the scientist does not have idea about the universe, how big is the universe. Nobody knows. Even this is also not my idea. The astrologers, the astronomers, they are predicting their things, the things are being done, things are being researched. Hubble's also they are researching in the space. James Webb's telescopes also they are in the space of the NASA. These all the scientific that what instrument they are also trying to know okay, what exactly happens, how the universe forms, how the universe is expanding. Now one thing I will clear you, that universe is expanding. Universe is expanding in time and space. I mean, still while I am going through this lesson, the still universe is expanding. The gap between the space between the objects, between the planets, between the solar system, among the solar systems, between the galaxies is expanding. It is what? Expanding. This is what? Expanding. Polity you have to read from the in that is what M. Laxmikant, right? Divedi you have to read polity from the Laxmikant, read polity from the Laxmikant, that would for the UPSC के लिए, right? UPSC के लिए वहाँ से आप पढ़ लेना, ठीक है? Okay. Now see, galaxy is what? What is galaxy? Galaxy is a huge body, and within the galaxy so many solar system is there. So if I draw a simple, let's say for example, if I draw, right, so there would be a large circle. Within this large circle is, let's say, universe. Then within universe there would be so many of galaxy. Within galaxies there would be so many of what? That is solar system. Within solar system there would be your what? Planet. Then we will comes to the satellite. So this is how the circle you can do. This is how the circle you can do, right? Polity जो द्विवेदी ने मेरे को पूछे थे, polity वो हो गया ना शायद. Now that means the biggest circle would be your universe. So this would be your what? Universe. And then that would be, let's say, galaxy. That would be galaxy. Then there would be third one would be your solar system. Third one would be solar system, and within the solar system that would be your planet. That would be your planet. Within the planet, then I am doing this circle, right? Satellite. Then it would be satellite. So these things will happen. Now these things, the galaxy, planets, universe, you need to precisely know. See, we are living in the Milky Way galaxy. Like we are living in the Milky Way galaxy, and this Milky Way galaxy is having so many of solar system. We are living in the sun solar system. We are living in the sun solar system. But this Milky Way is having so many solar system, right? So many solar system is there. बिकॉज बहुत सारे सोलर सिस्टम को लेके एक गैलेक्सी बनता है, एंड बहुत सारे गैलेक्सी को लेके यूनिवर्स बना है, राइट? दैट इज व्हाई द लार्जर सर्कल विल बी योर यूनिवर्स, देन गैलेक्सी, ऑल दिस विल बी देयर, राइट? तो ये आपको समझ में आ जाएगा. नाउ when we come to the Milky Way, this what would be the shape of Milky Way? It's like what a little bit of the shape would be like this. The shape would be like this. It is looking like in the dark sky night, right? You will have, if you are looking to the space, it would looking like a what a milky colors of lines is like there in the space. So this is the Milky Way, stretch all the way in the space. That is the way we are part of the Milky Way. We are the part of Milky Way galaxy, and within this there is a solar system, and the heart of the solar system is the sun. The heart of the solar system is the sun, and the heart of the Milky Way is the galaxy. What? Sorry, is the heart of the that is the what? That is the Milky Way, or this galaxy is having black hole. That is having what? Black hole. Dhyan se, right? The heart of this galaxy, this Milky Way galaxy, is the black hole. but here we are having sun. Here we are having sun at the heart of the solar system. Pura, and the solar system in the center there is a sun, and all the planets they are revolving around that sun. Or sun, it's a star because having its own light. It's a star, right? Now see this solar system, hope this one is fine to all, right? This solar system having, we are having how much? We are having 8 planets, but though many of you have gone through that is the 9 planets, but the Pluto is been separated from the solar system. In the year 2006, the International Astronomical Union, they have drive out Pluto from the solar system. Now that is why we are having 8 planets in our solar system, not 9. Not 9. Why? Because as I said, International Astronomical Union in the year 2006, they have parted this one. Who? That is the Pluto from the solar system. उसको निकाल दिया. क्यों निकाल दिया भाई? उसको फिर देखेंगे. Why? Then why International Astronomical Union they have removed a planet? Then what would be the criteria of a planet? उसको भी हम देखेंगे. Now the criteria of a planet is, if I go through the criteria of a planet, for example, let's say here we are having different planets, right? These are the different planets, and sun are the center. Sun are the center, and that is why for the criteria there is 3 criteria. There is 3 criteria to be a planet. 1, it must be massive enough and having enormous gravity and almost spherical shape. Condition 1 to be a planet. Condition 2, एक planet बनने के लिए the planet must revolve around the sun. वो sun के चारों तरफ चक्कर लगाना चाहिए. That is the condition number 2. Condition number 3, to be the planet, it must clear its path. It must clear its path. The path in which it is revolving around. The path it is revolving around. It must clear its path. वो path clear करना चाहिए. So these are the criteria, right? These are the what? Criteria that a planet must possess to be the planet. और Pluto, इन्होंने the third criteria, Pluto is not satisfying the third criteria, that it is not able to clear the path. That is why International Astronomical Union in the year 2006 they have removed the Pluto from our 9 planets and we are having 8 planets. Correct? This one is fine to all. Okay. So Pluto is not able to, उन्होंने जो थर्ड क्राइटेरिया सेटिस्फाई नहीं कर पाया. चलो फिर अच्छा ये हमें समझ में आ गया. सो व्हाट इज द प्लैनेट? नेक्स्ट, नाउ सोलर सिस्टम, sun and its, then that means in the solar system we are having planets, we are having dwarf planets, we are having asteroid, right? All these things are there in the solar system. Sun is having. So now what is black hole? Now what is black hole? Then we will also go through the black hole, right? We will also go through the black hole. Dwarf planet, जैसे कि Pluto is a dwarf planet, Ceres is a dwarf planet, ACRE, right? Ceres is a dwarf planet, but Ceres is a small one, Pluto is the large one, that is also a dwarf planet. That means planet से जो थोड़ा छोटा है, planet के criteria में नहीं आते, but asteroid से बड़ा है, right? That is like the residual part, or you may say. So these are the dwarf planet. Satellites are what? They could be the natural satellite. Obviously we are talking the natural satellites like the Titan, Ganymede, Moon. These are the what? Satellites, right? So we are talking about. Then what is Andromeda? Andromeda is the nearest galaxy. Is the what? Nearest galaxy is what? 2.5 million light years ago. This is Andromeda is the nearest galaxy of our what? Galaxy, that is the Milky Way. Our galaxy is the Milky Way and Andromeda is the nearest one. That nearest one is 2.5 million years light years ago. So that means you can imagine how distant, how much distance is there. Okay, dwarf planet, जो planet नहीं हो सका उसको dwarf planet हम बोलेंगे. As I said Pluto, as I said Ceres, that one is a dwarf planet. Dwarf means छोटा planet, नहीं बन सका वो planet, इसलिए उसको हम dwarf planet बोलेंगे, right? That will be there. Okay, now we will comes to the Heliosphere. Now see, what is heliosphere? Now this is, you can see, this is the heliosphere. You can see the heliosphere, a bubble shape heliosphere, which is a bubble shape, right? Which is bubble shape and covering our solar system, and covering our solar system. So this heliosphere is, will definitely have a pouch, like your troposphere, mesosphere, tropopause, mesosphere, right? Pouches are also there. So that is why we are also heliopause. Correct. This is also heliopause, the end of heliosphere, a bubble shape, that is atmosphere which is covering, and this is what, protecting us from the solar wind, from the solar wind, protecting us from the solar wind. So this is our heliosphere. Then we'll have interstellar zone as well. Then what is interstellar zone? भाई सोचो कि हम like we are living, for example we are living on our solar system, ठीक है, हम हमारे solar system पे हैं और एक solar system इधर है, ठीक है. So let's say this one is solar system 1, this one is solar system 2, and in between space, the space in between, these are interstellar zone. These are what? Interstellar zone. These are interstellar zone. These are what? Interstellar zone. So these are interstellar zone. That means this Voyager 1 and Voyager 2, these are the spacecraft is been launched by NASA to explore the space. They are hovering in the interstellar zone. In the what? Interstellar zone. मतलब दोनों सोलर सिस्टम के अंदर जो एरिया है उसको हम बोलते हैं इंटरस्टेलर जोन, राइट. So this interstellar zone, this spacecraft like the Voyager 1, Voyager 2, they are hovering themselves in the interstellar zone. In the what? Interstellar zone. They are hovering themselves in interstellar zone, right? You are getting? So they are hovering themselves in interstellar zone, correct? So that is how. Now we will come interstellar zone, and hope this is correct to all, interstellar zone. That means if it cross the interstellar zone, that means again it will enter into the another solar system. By skipping our solar system, it is moving all the way to enter another solar system. Now this heliosphere is the area of heliosphere, the area between the heliopause, that is the heliosphere also there, right? And that is why the Voyager 1, Voyager 2, they are the only spacecraft that human has built as of now. They have able to cross the solar system and moving in the interstellar zone to enter into the another solar system, right? They are sending message to the NASA, right? Where the Cape Canaveral is the NASA's location, where Cape Canaveral in Florida, in the Florida state of USA. So constantly they are also receiving what the masses they have been sending. So this is how. Now this bosock means what? This bosock means what? Those solar winds is coming, this heliosphere is protecting our solar system, right, from the solar wind. So that is why we will call it the bosock. We will call it the bosock. Now we will comes to Kuiper belt. What is the Kuiper belt? Now we will comes to Kuiper belt, right? Everybody is comfortable. Now what is Kuiper belt? See, Kuiper belt is the end of our solar system. मतलब जैसे कि let's say we are having sun here, उसके बाद आपका मरकुरी आ गया, right? Then we will have Venus, then we will have Earth, then we will have Mars is there, then we will have Jupiter is there, Saturn is there, Uranus is there, Pluto is there, like this, isn't it? तो भाई जहाँ पे एंड हुआ है ना प्लूटो के बाद एंड जो हुआ, सो एंड ऑफ द सोलर सिस्टम, मतलब जहाँ पे this belt, a disc shape belt, flat and disc shape belt is called as the Kuiper belt. Is called as what? Kuiper belt. यहाँ से क्वेश्चन भी आ सकता है, isn't it? Now then why we have to study the Kuiper belt? Kuiper belt is very important. We are having two asteroid belt. One is inner asteroid belt, one is outer asteroid belt, and that one is called as also the Kuiper belt, also called as the Kuiper belt. राइट, द कुइपर बेल्ट इज प्रिटी अवे फ्रॉम द सन। यहाँ पे सन हो गया, बस देखो कितने दूर है, बहुत दूर है, राइट, बहुत दूर है। द कुइपर बेल्ट इज सो अवे। अगर यहाँ सन है, यहाँ कुइपर बेल्ट है, दैट मीन्स डिस्टेंस ज्यादा है, तो ऑब्जेक्ट इन द कुइपर बेल्ट विल बी इन फ्रोजन फॉर्म। द ऑब्जेक्ट in the Kuiper belt will be in the frozen form. That would be in the frozen form, right? That would be in frozen form, and they are remain in icy and the frozen form. The shape was disc shape. This Kuiper belt is the source of your what we call it comet. The comet are the source of this Kuiper belt. That means लंजा तारा, जिसको उड़िया पे बोलते हैं लंजा तारा. These comets are coming all the way from this Kuiper belt. These comets are coming all the way from this Kuiper belt, right? So here is comet. Now what would be the shape of comet? Comet is having a shape like this. Comet will have a head and a tail, and a what? Tail, and a tail like this. This is how comet looks like. This is the head of the comet, these are the tail of the comet. This is why this is called as Lanjatara. This is called as what? Lanjatara. Now this comet head, this is the head of the comet, as this one is the head of the comet, right? If this head is moving towards the sun, let's say for example here is the sun, here is the sun. If this one is moving towards the sun, if this one is moving towards the sun, the tail, this is the tail of comet, this one is the head of the comet. It's narrow, like जैसे कि झाड़ू नहीं दिखता, वैसे shape झाड़ू जैसे, right? And as is come close to the sun, the tail grows. The tail what? Grows. As is away from the sun, the tail will also shrink. जैसे जैसे ये sun के नजदीक आता है, let's say comet origin from here, it will move like this, elliptical path. The comets are moved in high elliptical path. The comets are moved in high elliptical path. This is fundamental lesson of universe. Then I will comes to interior of earth in the coming lectures, right? So here what happens, this comets is having high elliptical path, then it takes like Halley comet 76 years, 72 years, like 72 to 76 years it takes Halley comet, right? Every 76 years it comes back. The comets, when it comes close to the sun, the tail of the comet will grow. Why? Because the ice and the dust and the methane and the gases which deposit on the head, that would be melted and deposited on the backside when it comes close to the sun. A comet will have rock or the debris, will have methane, will have ice, will have dust. These are the things comet is comprises of. So this is how the comets, when it comes close to the sun, the tail will increase length, or it would be lengthened. When it's away from the sun, it would be shortened, right? The length will also decrease. Okay, this is how the comets. So comets come from the Kuiper belt. This is why this is important. Okay, then Kuiper belt is fine to all. Is it fine to all? Kuiper belt. Okay, now we will comes to the like the Pioneer 10, New Horizon. These things are also there. These things are also there in the satellites that humans being is sent. Voyager 1, Voyager 2, New Horizons. Okay, these are the satellites we have already said. So this is the Kuiper belt that we have talked about. Now we will comes to our solar system, and that to be the sun. Now I will comes to black hole. Okay, first I will comes to black hole. Here you can see the black hole. Now black hole, what is the black hole? Now black hole, what exactly the black hole? See, black hole, there is a star cycle. Star cycle. When a star become dead, when a star become dead, then it will turn into a black hole. Then it will turn into a black hole. So वो क्या होगा? That will come into a black hole. Black hole पे convert हो जाएगा, right? So like this is a black hole. This one is a black hole. Like we are having Sagittarius 1. Sagittarius 1 or A, capital A, alphabet A, which is the black hole at the center of your what? Milky Way. In the center of the Milky Way, that is Sagittarius A. In the center of Milky Way, that is Sagittarius A, which is in the heart, right? Like this, event horizon. What is in the black hole? If I say black hole, at the center of the black hole is called, that is what? That center of the black hole, which is having infinite, I would say what? Gravity, infinite gravity, enormous of materials. Then this black holes is having event horizon, the surrounding part of the black holes where nothing can escape, that is called the event horizon. UPSC has already asked what is event horizon. Black hole already asked by UPSC, right? Then so this black hole, how the black hole forms? This is the star cycles. In the star cycles, if you see the protosun or the prototype or the protostar will be like the large star or the small star, then red giant, red supergiant, then there would be supernova or what? Explosion, supernova or explosion. When then why the star explosion takes place? भाई जब स्टार के पास एनर्जी नहीं होगा, उसके वो क्या हो जाएगा? कोलैप्स हो जाएगा. when everything is having life cycle, जैसे कि हम लोग का लाइफ साइकिल है, वैसे स्टार ऑल्सो लाइफ साइकिल. इन द लाइफ साइकिल्स, by the outer layer of the star collapse under its own influence of the gravity, then it would be explode. As it explodes, it turns into two things, that is the neutron star and the black hole. Neutron star and the black hole. The neutron star, that is what? Or that neutron star will be, if the it would be more radiation will be there, the neutron stars, right? The supernova explosion, that will be there. And the black hole will that attracts everything. The black hole looks like what? Black. So this is how I would say the stellar evolution, or how the stars evolve, how the star evolves. So this is how, right? So that is why the black hole forms like this. And these black holes, that event horizon, if you might have heard these terms, event horizon. देखो event horizon होता क्या है? जैसे कि ये एक ब्लैक होल है, फॉर एग्जाम्पल दिस इज ए ब्लैक होल और द मैग्नेट. एक कोई चीज ऐसे पास से गुजर रहा है, अगर वो खींच लेता है ना अपनी तरफ, जहां से खींचेगा वो उसका बाउंड्री हो जाएगा. तो इवेंट हॉरिजन ऑल्सो लाइक दैट. इसका जो बाउंड्री है ना, इसके अंदर अगर किसी ने भी आ गया, उसको खींच लेगा अपनी तरफ. तो वो जो एरिया है ना, दैट सराउंडिंग एरिया, दैट इज द इवेंट हॉरिजन. इवन लाइट, even what? Light can't also pass through the black hole. Light को भी वो खींच लेगा अपने तरफ से, right? This is how the event horizon talks about. Then this black holes happens or it founds in the universe. बहुत सारे black holes है universe में. For example, as I said, Sagittarius A, in the center of our galaxy, that is the Milky Way, there is a black hole called Sagittarius A. That is black hole called Sagittarius A. जैसे कि there could be the merger of black hole. Merger of black hole also may take place. If the merger of black hole will take place, there would be ripple in the space. That would be what? Ripple in the space. The space will have ripple. Space will have ripple. That would be effect of the ripple effect would be there in the space, right? So ये आपको भी देखने मिल जाएगा. Then singularity. The center of black hole is called singularity, जहां पे बहुत ही ज्यादा infinite gravity and mass, बहुत सारा जगह, right? बहुत सारा मैटर्स हो गया. infinite density बहुत ही ज्यादा है, right? यहाँ पे आपको देखिए. Then there would be photon sphere. जो लाइट नहीं दिख रहा है, इस साइड पे जो लाइट दिख रहा है, इसको हम बोलते हैं photon sphere. That is spheric. That is what the lights are moving in spiral shape. In what? Spiral shape lights are moving. Then these are the things: event horizon, that is what? Photon sphere, singularity, and the centers of black holes. And this, how the black hole forms, we have gone through the stellar evolution. This is how the star cycles take place, and from here the neutron star and the black hole forms. So these things are very important because UPSC do ask, and UPSC already asked these questions: what is supernova, what is neutron star, what is black hole, what is Sagittarius A, what is event horizon, इसको किसने डिस्कवर किया? सैजिटेरियस ए, दैट इज व्हाट हबल टेलीस्कोप्स, नासा। तो ऐसे चीज आपको पूछता रहते हैं सिविल सर्विस एग्जामिनेशन में, ओपीएससी में, राइट। तो ये तो हमें इधर उधर देखने के मिल जाएगा। चलो फिर ब्लैक होल के ऊपर थोड़ा बहुत जानकारी हमें हो गया। नाउ वी विल कम्स टू द सन। नाउ वी विल कम्स टू द सन। देखो सन सबको पता है कि द सेंटर ऑफ आवर सोलर सिस्टम, center of our solar system is the sun. As the sun is the center of our solar system, like this year in OCS mains, इस साल OPSC mains में पूछा था एक questions कि discuss the achievement of ISRO recently from the 2023-2024. In the year 23 and 24, which are the achievement the ISRO has done? Right. What are the achievement ISRO has done? So one achievement was the Aditya L1 mission. Aditya L1 mission for the study of the sun. Who sent? ISRO. Where? L1. उससे पहले Parker mission was also there. Parker mission also is functioning here. Now in the space, observing the sun. By whom? NASA. By whom? NASA. Obviously, NASA has sent is the Parker mission to the space to look after, to study the sun. To study the sun. That is what also important. The sun is having 3 atmosphere. One is photosphere, one is chromosphere, one is corona. Right here you can see photosphere, उसका जो atmosphere, जैसे हमारा है troposphere, mesosphere, right, like this, troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, like this we are having. So like it is also having photosphere, chromosphere and corona. Corona is the outermost atmosphere of the sun. बस यहाँ पे temperature सबसे ज़्यादा है 1 million degree Celsius. What? 1 million degree Celsius temperature. लेकिन this corona is the outermost atmosphere, but 1 million degree Celsius is there. And there would be also chromosphere, that is the in between. That is what? In between. The chromosphere in between. ठीक है जी. So it is what? In between. The chromosphere is in between. So that is also there. Then we are having what? Photosphere, where the light is emerging. Where the light is emerging. And another important thing is that the sunspot, there is what? Sunspot. There is what? Sunspot is there. And this sunspot, right, these sunspots, they are the dark area. The sunspots are what? They are the dark area, right? The sunspots are the dark area. And this dark area or the sunspots, or the, I would say dark area, this dark area is very important. This dark area is very important, right? Done. These are the dark area. Okay. And the dark patches that also do circles. 11 years of cycles take place. That dark patches, 11 years of cycle take place. In 11 years of dark, what that is the cycles or the circle, the dark cycles reduces and increases. It increases and reduces. That happens. Okay, fine. Apart from that, interior of the sun, there would be core, there would be radioactive zone, there would be convective zone. Sun's also interior also there. There is also in the sun interior, that is what? Core, like as we are having, earth is having core, that is mantle, that is crust, earth is having, like the sun is also having core, radioactive zone, convective zones, right? These are the interior of the sun. Outside of the sun atmosphere, there is 3, as I said, photosphere, chromosphere, corona. And ये जो corona आया था ना disease, उसके नाम पे हुआ था corona, where the atmosphere, the outermost atmosphere of the sun is corona, where temperature is 1 million degrees Celsius. Why? Because of corona mass ejection phenomenon. Because of what? Corona mass ejection phenomenon, which we called corona CME, mass ejection phenomena. So because of that, temperature happens more in this region. Apart from that, we will have sun flares. We will have what? Sun flares. So these things are also there. So here you can see the sun, anatomy of the sun. In the anatomy of the sun, we are having core, we are having radioactive zone, we are having convective zone, we are having photosphere, we are having chromosphere, we are having corona. So these are the anatomy of the sun, right? The anatomy of the sun is having like this. These are the features, you may say, atmosphere and interior of the sun. Both we are talking about the anatomy of the sun. In these figures, we have discussed rest of the part of the sun. Now, sun is having 99.9% of the total mass of the solar system. Sun is having what? 99.9% of the total mass of the solar system. That is also there. Okay. So there would be corona mass ejection, as I was talking about corona mass ejection, like जैसे कि मतलब आग का जो गोला नहीं आता है वैसे, right? Huge bubble of the gas capturing from the suns, they move day and long. So that is how, let's say यहाँ पे एक कोई आग जल रहा है, right? उसका तो तेज आता है ना वो, so that is like that, the like flares per day. Now when there would be mass corona ejection, the earth will feel the solar wind, the earth will feel solar storm, there would be more solar storm, there would be what? More solar storm will be also there. Then there would be sunspot. Then what are the sunspots? Sunspots are the area in the photosphere of the suns which are the dark patches. Which are the what? Dark patches. They are generally dark patches. As these dark patches, right, these dark patches are the cooler area. They are exactly the cooler area. Good evening, Abhishek. These are the what? Cooler areas. The cooler area, then the surrounding region, then the what? Surrounding region. Sunspots are region where the local magnetic field is very strong. The spot usually appears in pair. In the what? Pairs. वो देखो कभी कभी पेयर पे दिखता है, नहीं भी दिखता है, उसको छोड़ो, जनरली वो सनस्पॉट ना। सनस्पॉट जब भी सनस्पॉट, एक चीज याद रखना, ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट चीज है, whenever the number of sunspot increases, the temperature on the earth surface will increases. That means positive relation. जब सनस्पॉट कम हो जाएगा, टेम्परेचर भी अर्थ के सरफेस के ऊपर कम हो जाता है. There is a positive relation. If number of sunspot is increasing, that may comes to the La Nina year. That means जब भी sunspot ज़्यादा होता है ना, उस समय trade wind that would be more stronger. The trade wind will be more stronger. The monsoon could be more. The what that would be Indian Ocean positive dipoles can also happens. That could be also positive cycles of the Southern Ocean oscillation. That could be also the La Nina year. Like this is how you have to link the topic. Good evening, Baikun Das. Right. Good evening to all of you, those who are watching me. So the sunspot, right? As I am discussing about the sun, right? This sunspots is very important. As I said, the number of sunspots when increases, the temperature on the earth surface increases, while decreases. Corona mass ejection, I have said that this is the corona mass ejection. Now solar wind, then what is solar wind and from where solar wind comes? Solar wind comes from the corona. This corona, the outermost most atmospheric part of the sun, from where the solar wind and the solar storms comes. Right, from here the solar, that means your solar wind and solar storms, they are coming from the corona. This is very important. Corona is the outermost part of the atmosphere of sun. Sun is having 3 atmosphere layer. Again I repeat, that is your photosphere, chromosphere, corona. Photosphere attached to the sun surface, corona intermediate, like we are having troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere. This is also having photosphere, chromosphere, corona. Corona is having high temperature from where the strong solar wind, solar storms comes and damages our satellites and communication disruption happens. Right. Good evening to all. So this is how. Now आप लोगों ने ये भी सुना होगा कि बहुत सारा solar storm, when the solar storm was strong, that many of the satellites of Starlinks, or sorry, I would say Elon Musk, वो डैमेज हो गया था, राइट? क्योंकि बिकॉज ऑफ द स्ट्रॉन्ग सोलर विंड. सोलर विंड आर व्हाट? स्ट्रॉन्ग चार्ज्ड पार्टिकल्स, highly charged particles is coming all the way from the corona towards the earth, and we are having, fortunately we are having what? That magnetic field of earth, that is why is being protected, otherwise human being would have finished on the earth surface. As we are having that magnetic field, that magnetic field is shaping the earth and is also protecting us. also protecting us. This is all about, here you can see the solar wind is coming all the way. Solar winds advert a steady stream of charged particles coming all the way from the sun. The sun flares, here you can see the sun flares, and the solar winds is coming and coming towards the earth, but here earth is having its own magnetic field, that is why we are being saved. हमें प्रोटेक्शन मिल जाता है, नहीं तो ये जो चार्ज पार्टिकल्स आ रहे हैं ना इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेटिक, राइट, दैट इज व्हाट highly I would say charge electromagnetic waves, these are coming from all the way to the suns, right, ये हमें खत्म कर सकता है. And that earth magnetic field, when it comes and contact with the earth magnetic field, that will produce lights, that auroras, you might have heard about aurora borealis, aurora australis, these are what light forms. And these light colors are depends upon the presence of nitrogen and oxygen in the atmosphere, right. The two gases, they will produce different color. The color of your aurora australis and aurora borealis in northern hemisphere, australis in southern hemisphere, the colors of these what lights are determined on the basis of the chemical composition of the atmosphere, that period of time and space. Time and space, both will be there. These winds, when these winds are coming, they will collide or they will have collision on the magnetic field of earth, and they will produce different beautiful lights in the winter seasons in the northern hemisphere in form of aurora borealis, in form of aurora borealis. So that is the, this is how is happening solar. Okay, now corona mass ejection, I have said CME, corona mass ejection. जब भी आपको कभी टाइम मिल जाए तो कभी म्यूजियम चले जाना, सॉरी इट्स नॉट म्यूजियम, इट्स पठानी सामंत, राइट, विजिट कर लेना, क्योंकि यहाँ पे ये सब दिखाता है, कभी कभी देख लेना, आचार्य बिहार पे है, भुवनेश्वर पे, मैग्नेटिक स्टॉर्म. नाउ व्हाट इज मैग्नेटिक स्टॉर्म? मैग्नेटिक स्टॉर्म्स मीन solar storm, or I will say solar storm. That means highly charged particles is coming all the way from the sun atmosphere, damaging our satellites, the solar system. Here you can see the aurora, right, how the northern lights or the southern lights, aurora australis could be, or the borealis. These beautiful colors, their forms and depends upon the composition of atmosphere. अगर वहाँ पे नाइट्रोजन ज़्यादा है, ऑक्सीजन ज़्यादा है, तो कलर डिफरेंट होगा. जैसे कि पिंकिश होता है, here you can see the pink color, green color, blue colors, these are the colors produced, so generally due to the nitrogen, right, generally due to the nitrogen. Here you can see the beautiful colors, the northern light, auroras, right. Done. Then we will comes to the solar system. In the solar system, as I said, that Pluto is a dwarf planet, and Aries, here you can see Aries and Ceres, two things are there. Here is the Ceres, this is the rest of the things everybody is aware, ये सब लोग को आता है. मैं उस चीज को फोकस करूंगा जो थोड़ा बहुत कंफ्यूजिंग है. जैसे कि एरीज, ERIS, एरीज क्या है? ये एक ड्वार्फ प्लैनेट. प्लूटो क्या है? ड्वार्फ प्लैनेट. एंड दिस सीरीज इज व्हाट? ड्वार्फ प्लैनेट. ये तीनों ड्वार्फ प्लैनेट है, बट सबसे बड़ा कौन है? इट्स अ व्हाट? प्लूटो. इट्स अ व्हाट? प्लूटो. द लार्जेस्ट ड्वार्फ प्लैनेट of our solar system is a Pluto. Next is Eris, then comes Ceres. But different is that Ceres dwarf planet in asteroid belt, and this one is a Kuiper belt. This one in Kuiper belt. These two, that I would say particularly Aries is in Kuiper belt. That is in Kuiper belt. मतलब मैंने पहले से ही कवर कर दिया कुइपर बेल्ट, वो थोड़ा देख लेना पीछे जाके जिसने नहीं देखा. तो देखो यहाँ से जो एरीज जहाँ पे है ना, ये जो एरीज जहाँ पे आप लोग को दिखता होगा एरीज, ना दिस एरीज इज इन कुइपर बेल्ट. मतलब कुइपर बेल्ट क्या होता है? जो इसके बाद जो एरिया आता है उसको हम कुइपर बेल्ट कहते हैं, जहाँ पे हर चीज ठंडे होगा, क्योंकि यहाँ पे सन है, तो सन से जितना दूर जाओगे तो टेम्परेचर कम होगा, तो कम होते होते बहुत कम हो जाएगा, वहाँ पे सारे बर्फीला इलाका, एवरीथिंग वुड बी इन आइसी फॉर्म, तो उसको हम कुइपर बेल्ट, एक डी सेफ बेल्ट होता है, वहां से इंपोर्टेंट है. बाकी ये तो आपको सबको आता है, मतलब थोड़ा बहुत, बस आपको बस ये थोड़ा पढ़ लेना है एस्ट्रॉयड बेल्ट. इसको कभी कभी पूछ लेता है कि जो एस्ट्रॉयड बेल्ट है ना, इस किसके अंदर है? दैट इज मार्स एंड जुपिटर. दैट इज व्हाट? मार्स एंड जुपिटर, दोनों के अंदर है। मार्स एंड जुपिटर के अंदर है क्या? एस्ट्रॉयड बेल्ट। देन व्हाट आर एस्ट्रॉयड? व्हाट इज एस्ट्रॉयड? व्हाट इज मेटेरॉयड? व्हाट इज मेट्योराइट? What is meteor? These are the different word we are using. First of all, asteroid belt. Asteroid are what? Asteroid are the fragments, residuals of the planets. उसको हम बोलते हैं asteroid between Mars and Jupiter. वहां से अगर कुछ जैसे कि हम बोलते हैं ना, if you can remember in the year 2004, hope I am not wrong, in the year 2004, 2004 में महाकालपड़ा डिस्ट्रिक्ट ऑफ केंद्रापड़ा, in the village of Jambu, I think, I hope this is correct, वहाँ पे एक जिसको हम बोलते हैं ना कि एस्ट्रॉयड फॉल हुआ, जाको कहते ओडिया उल्का पिंड, जाको कहते उल्का पिंड, ओडिया खांटी ओडिया कहले उल्का पिंडटा पड़गला केबे 2004 रे, 2004 रे, राइट। So this asteroid, that means जो that is meteoroid, that is what? Meteoroid. तो meteor means what? जब एक एस्ट्रॉयड यहाँ से हमारे तरफ आता है अर्थ के तरफ, उस समय हम बोलते हैं मेट्योर। जब वो गिर जाएगा आके उसको बोलते हैं मेट्योराइट, उसको बोलते हैं मेट्योराइट। सो मेट्योर, मेट्योराइट फॉल होने के बाद दैट वुड बी मेट्योराइट। अगर ये यहाँ पे है तो एस्ट्रॉयड है, देन इट वुड बी एस्ट्रॉयड, right? This is how that, but some of the fragmental parts वो तो जल ही जाएगा ना, when it enters to the earth atmosphere it will be burned down because of the friction with the atmosphere, ठीक है। तो ये पूरा हमने देख ही लिया इसको पूरा, right? बाकी इसको हम inner planet, these are the outer planets. Outer planets are generally gaseous, inner planets are generally rocky in nature, they are generally rocky in nature. ये rocky होता है, स्मॉल होता है, ये ज्यादातर गैसियस होता है, इसके पास रिंग होता है, बड़े बड़े होते हैं, and there would be away from the sun. Their basically size is bigger than this, they are having ring, so like this we are having the basic difference we will have, right? Okay, here you can see your planets. So the solar system and its planets, this you can see the large ring, whether Saturn is the only planet is having the ring or any other planet is having the ring. So Saturn is surely not the sole planet is having the ring. Okay, so with this I will end the today's session. We will continue this like some live sessions of the YouTube channels, YouTube classes, for your enrichment of the concept and the clarity that will give you the confidence. With this, I'll end the session. Thank you everyone. Have a good night.